Homer scratched Professor Frank's clothes. The next moment, Professor Frank mutated into Homer the Fool. That day, Homer accidentally dropped a donut on the ground, so he chased after that donut. Even when it was eventually covered in all sorts of trash, Homer picked it up without hesitation. He ignored the warnings around him and shoved the entire donut into his mouth. That night, his stomach began churning. The next day, Flanders delivered newspapers to the Simpsons. Homer suddenly had a stomachache and couldn't help but burp. The next moment, Flanders felt dizzy. Inside the church, green sweat poured from his forehead. Just as his son grew concerned, Flanders' entire body began mutating. His appearance became identical to Homer's. Then he let out a huge hiccup. Green gas flooded the entire church. Everyone inside transformed into Homer. As the virus spread, all of Springfield turned into dumb Homer clones. Suddenly, a group of people in hazmat suits stormed into the Simpson home. They kidnapped the three kids and threw them into a helicopter. Since they inherited Homer's genes, they wouldn't mutate. Professor Frank needed them to find Homer's DNA to research an antidote. After pondering, Bart concluded Homer must be at Moe's tavern. But when they opened the door, they found it filled with mutated Homers. Moe told them the real Homer wasn't there. Later, Bart picked up a fried chicken bucket on the street. He remembered Homer eating fried chicken the night before, so he deduced Homer's location. When Professor Frank prepared to extract Homer's DNA, Homer refused because everyone's thoughts had become identical to his own. No one could restrain his irrational behavior anymore. He believed this was a utopia, so Professor Frank tried to persuade him using the mutated Marge. Surprisingly, Homer preferred the current Marge even more.
You've never looked more beautiful! Scooch over, gorgeous.
When we get home, let's you and I bump muzzles.